It is 3 o'clock in the morning. I guess Erin decided to start her day early today.
Well, at least she's happy. But man, it's going to be a rough day with such little sleep. You'd think we'd be heading to a theme park with that level of excitement.
In my personal opinion, the only reason to be up this early is if we are actually headed to a theme park.
Well, we may not be headed to a theme park, but I do know a way that we could wake up and get a little piece of that theme park magic here in our living room.
Dress Erin up as a wizard and pretend like we're riding on Forbidden Journey?
No.
Sing It's a Pirate's Life for me and splash water on our faces?
What? Never mind. We should brew a pot of Expedition Roasters coffee.
Oh, that's a much more sensible idea. I guess I'm too tired to think straight. What flavor should we make?
I'm thinking that maybe we could try their newest flavor, Wonderland Coffee Crumb Cake.
Oh, that flavor sounds really good. Or we could brew Fortune and Glory Bourbon Streusel. Or Enchanted Tiki Coconut.
Honestly, I'm so tired. I have a feeling that we're going to have multiple cups, so let's brew them all.
Uh-oh. Sounds like Erin requires our immediate attention, if you know what I mean. Want to take this one, Daddy?
What was that? I think I hear the kettle boiling already. I'm going to go grab that and make the coffee, okay?
But the kettle wasn't even on. Oh, well. As long as he comes back with a cup of Expedition Roasters, I really don't care. Come on, Erin. Let's go take care of business. Start your expedition today at expeditionroasters.com and use coupon code DUO15 to save 15% off your first purchase of Expedition Roasters themed coffees, shirts, and mugs. You can even get an art print of your favorite bag design. Brew your happy place. Expedition Roasters, an adventure in every bag.
Hi, and welcome to the Theme Park Duo podcast. Grab your park map, churro, and hop in line with us as we take you on a coast-to-coast adventure through the world of theme parks, haunts, conventions, and more. Now, here's your hosts, Nikki and Gabriel.
Hey everybody, and welcome to another fantastic episode of the Theme Park Duo podcast. I'm Nikki.
And I'm Gabe.
And we are
the Theme Park Duo.
I'm on this episode.
It feels good to be back.
It does.
Together.
Yeah.
Yeah. You were missing on the last one.
I know. I liked listening to the last one.
Because you
with
didn't,
fresh
you didn't
ears.
know. Yeah, you didn't know what was going to be said.
Yeah, it was nice.
You were replaced by the Bearded Wonder.
Yeah. And it was
that's not actually his name. That's just what I called him right now. Brad Hughes from Park Views with Brad Hughes.
Yeah, and it was an informative episode because I did not go to Galaxy's Edge, so I
Yeah.
just got to hear about it.
You didn't get to go.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, at that point, I didn't get to go either.
That's true.
But I ended up going. You can hear my phone unlocking because at first I said his podcast name, and I was like, wait.
Views with Hughes.
Well, Views with Hughes is his handle.
Oh.
Views with Hughes is his handle. But yeah, I got it right. I got real worried that I got his show name wrong. I don't want that to happen. Yeah, he's the host of Park Views with Brad Hughes, of course. And Jedi Talk, which is the second one. But, like we just said, at that time, I hadn't gone to Galaxy's Edge yet.
But then
I went!
Yeah!
I traveled to a galaxy far, far away.
I would like to say
Anaheim.
I would like to say that you went because your wife is amazing. And said, yeah, honey, I totally don't mind you going to Galaxy's Edge without me.
But you really did.
And if you listen to last year's episode of...
How much we fought about going?
Last year's like season, I don't know what episode
Last
it was.
season, yeah.
But I basically said, if you go without me, I'll murder you. Do you remember?
Yeah, I do remember that. I'm fully aware.
And then I don't know. I guess I'm just nicer than I thought I was.
So, truth time. Are you mad that I went?
No. But, okay. This is why I said go. This is why I encouraged you to go.
Because you couldn't live a life with me bitching and moaning?
Because Galaxy's Edge opened. Gabe's like, oh, I'm totally good, not going. Then every day it was,
I'm not going to lie. FOMO was strong.
Yeah. And
big time.
It was impossible to live with you. It was so hard.
You know, I wouldn't want to live in me either.
No, it was rough. And then so, like, you're like, you were saying, like, that people were getting, you know, like, vacancies and things like in their groups or whatever, you know? And I was like, Gabe, just throw it out there on Twitter or something. Just say, hey, if anyone has an extra spot, I'm interested. And hey, it worked.
Yeah, it did work.
Yeah.
And I have to give a huge shout out to Eric O, who put me on his list to visit the galaxy far, far away, Batu. So big shout out to him. So yes, I was able to visit Galaxy's Edge, and now I am livable.
Yeah.
So
I will go someday. It'll be more crowded, you know, because it won't be the reservation system or whatever. But, you know what? I'm glad you went. And we have souvenirs that I get to look
there's some
at.
cool stuff right there.
And I'm glad you went.
And
Overall, it was good.
if I'm going to be fully 100% honest, I don't think you're going to like it as much as the Wizarding World. And that's not because it isn't neither better or worse, just because I know your preference. I know what you like. I know the kind of tone that you like. You're going to like the Wizarding World more.
Oh, no, I know.
Because it's more in line with what you
Which is another reason why I was, like, cool with you going and me not going. Like, it had been a week open. I saw the pictures. I saw, you know, videos.
You felt like you went already.
And that. I saw a lot, and I'll be excited to go when I do go, but it's not like I'm dying to go. Like, I was dying to go to the Wizarding World of Harry Potter.
For me, Star Wars is much bigger than Harry Potter for me.
Yeah.
Although I am a fan of the films and I love the music. I mean, we had this big discussion on the last episode with Brad about music.
Yeah.
But Star Wars plays a much bigger part of my life than Harry Potter did.
Yeah.
So this was a big thing for me. And if we're not going to go into a huge review of Galaxy's Edge again from my perspective, I'm just going to say that pretty much like every point that Brad touched upon, I agree with almost wholeheartedly. There are a few things that he didn't do that I did, or there was a couple things that definitely disagreed with. I know that he did Savi's workshop, which is where you build the lightsaber. I did not do that, so I can only go off of his perspective and other people's perspective there. He talked about Ronto Roasters, whatever the heck its name is, the place where you get the hot dog pita bread thingy, which was very, very good. But he kind of was blasé on Docking Bay 7, which was another restaurant in the land. I actually preferred what I had at Docking Bay 7 compared to what I had at Ronto's Roasters.
Oh, yeah?
The Ronto Roast, which was essentially a hot dog with like a chicken shawarma, coleslaw, and a ranch sauce within a pita bread, was very, very good. It was almost like a natural casing hot dog, so I had a really good snap, which is something that I prefer on a hot dog, like a really good snap. It's texture.
Yeah.
It's a texture thing. You know how like you like something crunchy when you're eating something? This is, because hot dogs are inherently mushy. Like they're just mushy. They're just kind of texture.
Yeah.
The snap kind of breaks that up. But
Well, that's what the bun is for.
Well, there's bun, but then also the snap. So there's like a 3-tiered like texture in there.
That's also like onion and stuff.
But you know what I'm talking about, though. You see what I'm trying to say? You know what? Never mind, because you don't see what I'm trying to say.
I don't like the snap because I feel like I have to work harder to actually bite off a piece.
Yeah, but then it's like rewarding because it's great.
No, I think it's a
Moving on. We're
carnivorous
not having a conversation about snap on hot dogs. We're moving on.
Snap or no snap? Vote on Twitter.
Why are your Twitter polls always so odd? They're always so far-fetched. They're really weird.
You might start like a heated Twitter debate over this. It could be
Pepsi or Coke. Vote on Twitter.
Snap or no snap.
Snap or no snap. So I had the ribs at Docking Bay 7, and they were unbelievable. Like, they were completely slathered in this very flavorful, peppery sauce, and it was just really, really good. It came with like this blueberry cornbread that they put upside down, so it made it look a little bit more alien, I guess. I don't know. And I believe some red cabbage slaw, and they actually gave us the sporks that people were stealing and putting on eBay. Which, by the way, those things are freaking hard to eat with. They make you have to eat like a savage because the sporks are like on the side. Oh, I'm getting text messages.
Oh, how fitting, though.
Yeah, it was a Jawa text message.
How
there
funny.
you go. That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, don't delete that out.
No, I'm going to leave it.
Maybe they wanted you to look like a savage when you're eating it.
Like
maybe it looks more alien, you know?
Yeah, I don't know. And I liked it too because when you walk in, they have like these dead carcasses of aliens kind of like hanging all over the place, or like fake boxes with fake ice and fake fish or alien fish, whatever, like sitting in it.
Yeah.
It makes it feel like it's much more going on it than an actual restaurant. And some of the seating areas, like you're sitting on barrels or you're sitting within like these little metal hut things inside. It was actually really cool to see kind of the way they developed what a restaurant would look like within the world of Star Wars.
Yeah.
So I really enjoyed that. Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run, super fun. I had a really good time on that ride. It definitely isn't an e-ticket at all, but I had a really good time being able to just sitting in Chewie's seat and pulling the lever down to go to light speed.
Yeah.
It gives you chills. Like there's no other feeling like that. So I really enjoyed that. Wanted to touch upon something that we mentioned in the last episode, but I didn't really go into detail. I asked Brad, I was like, hey, were you in line for Smuggler's Run where all the lights went off and all this stuff? And he was like, no, I don't know what you're talking about. We mentioned it happening in Vincent Vision, which is he's on YouTube and Twitter and stuff. And when I was waiting in that big room, one of the cast members just started like banging on the walls, like, and putting her ear to the walls, like, what are you doing? She goes, the porgs got loose in the walls and they're eating at the wiring. And in that room, you'll find porgs' nests kind of just around.
How cute.
That is the reason why all the lights go off, is because the porgs are chewing at the wiring inside the walls, and you have to press that button when that happens.
Oh, so it's like a whole storyline.
It's like a story within a story within a story, you know what I mean? I thought it was funny. She's just like banging those darn porgs. They're somewhere in here.
I hope they keep that up. You know, I hope it's not something that'll go away in a year or two.
It could definitely be something that the cast members just made up, too. You know what I mean?
Maybe.
Like sometimes cast members just have fun and do things.
But do you think they would do that this early on?
Probably not.
Yeah, probably not.
Probably not.
Just one big wig walking through. They're like, why are they banging on the walls?
Fired.
Why'd they make up this thing about porgs? No, it's scripted.
Yeah, you're probably
right.
You're probably right.
It's too early for that.
Yeah. But overall, like just completely overwhelmed by the land. Like it's massive, it's sprawling. There's a lot going on, and I think it's going to be a lot better once Rise of the Resistance finally does open, whenever that is. I have no idea.
Yeah.
So, but overall, had a really good time visiting Batuu.
Good.
At Disneyland. It's so weird when you come back to Disneyland. You're like, what? They're like, welcome back, and I'm like, welcome back. What? It's an odd feeling.
Yeah.
It's a very odd feeling. So, moving past that, something else that I got to go to without Nikki. This time at Knott's Berry Farm, so you weren't missing that much because you've been to Knott's Berry Farm a bajillion times.
Yeah.
I went for the media night for Knott's Summer Nights, their new summer event that they're throwing here at Knott's Berry Farm, which runs June 7th through August 11th. And it seems like the only way that I could truly describe it is like a giant backyard barbecue on steroids, essentially. Like a block party.
That's what it seemed like from all the pictures and videos that you saw or you posted.
Yeah, and I mean, it is exactly what it needs to be. It's no more than what it needs to be. It doesn't need to be a Boysenberry Festival. It doesn't have to be any other huge event that Knott's has. It's just another event to kind of fill out the calendar of something special that's happening that you could throw in with a daily ticket. You know what I mean? Like, it's not a specially ticketed event or anything.
Yeah.
It's just another thing that Knott's happens to throw in there for entertainment value.
Yeah, and I think that's great. And it's, by that time, most likely you've been there all day in the heat, you're tired, and it's like, it's just a fun place to chill out and not worry about being in line for another ride or, anything like that.
And what's cool is that they kind of set up the Calico Mine stage as a stage for bands to come out and play. And they had this band called Hiatus playing. They were playing like a medley of just music in general, like just tunes everybody likes. But all the benches and stuff are set up in front, like picnic benches and stuff, to like sit there and enjoy and eat, watch the band.
Yeah.
They also had fire pits, like kind of like giant barrel fire pits that people could roast marshmallows on.
That's so cool.
So you get marshmallow kits.
Do you have to buy the kit?
Yeah, you have to buy the kit. I believe it was like somewhere between $5 and $8. It was a pretty fair price.
Yeah. For how many?
I don't remember. I didn't like look in the box. You had to go like buy and get the box and then go back over there.
Probably enough for a few. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So people were able to roast marshmallows, listen to music, lights.
That's so cool.
It's simple.
Yeah.
And I was actually talking to Ken Parks, who's in one of the lead positions over there at Knott's Berry Farm. You've heard him on the show before. We've interviewed him multiple times. I had walked up to him and I was like, this just feels like exactly what I described it as.
Yeah.
I said, this feels like a backyard barbecue on steroids, like quintessential like Americana feeling. Like that's what you feel like you guys captured.
Yeah.
He goes, that is exactly what we were going for. And they even had like walk around characters who were like the party planning committee, kind of. So they had each one of them was like a different kooky character that lives on the block in a way.
Yeah.
Like one of the guys, this is the only name that I got that stuck with me. His name was Duncan Disorderly.
Yeah, he was the guy with the fez, right?
Yeah, the guy with the fez.
Yeah.
So if you guys go to themeparkduo.com, which by the way, if you go to our website, you'll see a visiting pictures for my trip to Galaxy's Edge, and you'll also see a review of Not Summer Nights.
Yeah.
So you'll be able to see all those photos, those wacky zany characters that I'm talking about.
My favorite photo was the one, I forgot exactly what it was called, but it was like giant beer pong. It was like
It was berry pong.
berry pong.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was really funny.
I almost got hit in the face. I walked by there, some kids are like, just like, it's like dodge. I was like Matrix.
Oh, that's funny.
Matrixed out of the way for that one.
Yeah, that just made me giggle because it was like a tiny girl, like the picture you got of her, like with a berry.
She's like underhanding the ball over to the cups.
I just thought it was cute.
It was very cute.
Yeah.
They had like a ring toss, cornhole, like mini golf, like ramps.
Yeah.
They had a whole bunch of like itty bitty games that people could play, and giant lawn chairs that people could sit in and take photos. They had a DJ on top of the band that plays on the main stage.
Yeah.
And another band that plays over in Calico Park.
Yeah.
With food vendors too.
That's awesome.
So it's not huge. It just encompasses the space between Calico Park and where Boardwalk starts. Like that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Do I think that it needs to be a little bit bigger? Yeah, probably just a little bit bigger. Maybe expand, make it so that it goes from the stage, the main Calico Mine stage, all the way down Boardwalk.
That'd be awesome.
Because I think that the environment and the tone that Boardwalk kind of presents at night kind of helps push the like Americana feeling along. Yeah, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, and I think there's enough room over there. Maybe there's some logistical reason why they can't have it over there.
There has to be,
like,
but
like an
imagine
emergency
like
exit or
the string
something.
lights and the roller coaster with its lighting package and everything.
Even it would tie in with the games the carnival games that they have down there. It'd probably make more people play those.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And like maybe do a deal or something, who knows?
Yeah.
So they also had the food vendors, which was also within this small space. So if they, separated those out a bit, then it wouldn't feel like those lines are so long.
Yeah.
Which all the foods that they had were actually pretty good. And they kind of ran the gamut of things that you would find at a backyard barbecue in a way, or like a cookout or something. They had chili bowls and boysenberry sausage. They had like a shrimp taco, ice cream sandwiches, and just kind of everything that was, and then theme park food as well. Yeah. They also have beer and cider and all that stuff as well. And this is all on a tasting card if you want to buy a tasting card.
Oh, sweet.
Which is $35 for 8 different tastings.
I would use the whole tasting card on beer and cider.
Yeah, I would say no, you wouldn't want to. I feel like you get a better deal if you just buy the beer itself, because the beer comes in a smaller cup. It doesn't come in a big cup. Yeah, it's like it's tasting. It's a tasting. Nikki's offended by small amounts.
I have beer, yeah.
Beer and wine and cider. She likes her liquor.
What is this, beer for ants?
There's just like an ant with a cup on the side of the table.
A very inebriated ant.
Love it over here. But yeah, no, I had a blast at Not Summer Nights. I think it's another fantastic addition to the lineup of events they have going on at the farm. Like I said, it's an addition to what they already have going on, but you also don't have to pay extra for it.
Yeah.
I mean, like, you have to pay extra for the food and drinks and stuff, but you would have to do that
just
anyway.
Sit there and enjoy yourself?
To sit there and enjoy yourself for the price of admission when you've been there all day, like you said. That's great.
Perfect.
You can't beat value like that, and it's better, really great entertainment, just like Knott's always provides.
Yeah.
So I highly suggest that everybody goes out and just has a good time. You know what? Even on top of that, for pass holders like us, if we wanted to just go for the night and just chill out,
the night, yeah,
and have like a glass of beer, and enjoy the music, that's fantastic.
Totally.
That's better than if we would just go to the farm and eat at Ghost Town Grill, which is great.
Yeah.
But this makes it different. It breaks up the monotony.
Yes. So. It's just a fun extra thing that draws people to the park.
Yes, exactly. So, had a really good time. Really enjoyed it.
Good.
A lot. And now we're at the main topic of the episode,
Yay.
Which we didn't tease at the very top of the episode.
We didn't.
Which is fine. We're teasing it now. Right before it. It's not a tease.
I've been stressing about it, actually. The whole time that we've been doing this beginning news stuff, because I just kept thinking about my list and altering it and changing it and morphing it and just stressing about it.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on
That
from
was my
Nikki's
tease.
worry and concern.
She's like, what is she stressed about?
Oh,
People are on the edge of their seats now.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, if you read the graphic that's associated with
they
the
already
episode,
know.
we always do this. I do
They
this all the
already know
time.
I'm
Like I
stressing.
try to tease it and I try to make it a big thing, but people are like, I literally clicked on
Guys,
on
we
the
already
thing.
know.
I
Yeah.
read the title of the episode, so I know what you guys are talking about already.
Yeah.
We're doing our top 5 wish list from Universal Orlando Resort to Universal Studios Hollywood.
So things in Florida that we want to come to here.
Specifically Universal Studios from Florida.
Yes.
And we're doing this in conjunction with our partners in crime, UUOP, the unofficial Universal Orlando podcast.
And they're doing the reverse.
Yes, they are, and they
Yeah.
had a very difficult time. I heard. I got many text messages from them saying, please help.
Really? Well, because they've never been here.
Yeah, they've never been here, but then also like the smaller detailed things that you would like initially think about for like,
Yeah.
oh, I would love that over here is harder for them because, like you said, they've never been here.
Yeah.
So I had to like name a couple things possibly. I don't know. So we'll see if
Yeah.
they even take my advice. I haven't
I'm
heard
sure
their
they
episode
will.
yet.
Well, I know one thing that'll be on their list.
Waterworld.
Spoiler alert.
Also probably the tram.
Yeah.
Well, those are two big things that they don't have. So of
Yeah.
course.
Yeah.
I mean, there isn't a lot of stuff that we have that they don't have.
Our list, we have more to choose from.
We have
Yeah.
our lives are a lot easier.
Which,
I am
no,
sorry,
I
Lee,
am
Tracy,
stressing out.
Darren and Chris.
I'm stressing out. Life is not easier.
It's well, just because you don't like a lot of options doesn't mean
I have
that
too
in
many
general
choices.
it's easier for us.
Fine.
I would like to hear you make that debate with them.
Yeah, I know.
Nobody can see you, but you just like the defeated look. You just look down at your legs. You're like, I know.
Also, there's fight in me right now. Like I'll be like, come on, I'll debate. Let's go.
Debate episodes are fun.
Yeah,
We should do another
I'm
one
in the
of those
mood
soon.
for it.
You're feisty right
Sometimes
now.
when we start like a
Wow.
debate episode, I'm like, oh, whatever. But now,
Yeah, and then
now,
you
like,
get
let's
loud
go.
and I have to turn down Nikki's levels.
No, but right now I'm ready. Like, come on.
So
Lee and Tracy, what time is it over there? It's like 3 a.m. Come on.
God, leave them alone.
I don't know. It's
They're
into me.
asleep.
I don't know. No, they woke up. They're like, oh.
There's a disturbance. Anyway,
Okay.
let's jump into our list. I know that Nikki and I, for sure, 100% are going to cross over on this just because I
Yes.
know that what we like from over there,
Yeah.
like 100%.
Uh-huh.
So, but we're not going to, we don't know what are on each other's lists.
Uh-huh.
They're not in any particular order.
I hardly know what's on my list.
You're having a hard time deciding.
Yep.
A lot of runner-ups.
Uh-huh.
But we don't know what's on our list, and it's going to be a surprise. But let's find out how much we actually cross over on this thing.
Yeah.
So, Nikki, please go first with your first pick.
Okay. Well, and I just want to set the standard, I guess.
Set the stage.
Well, it's not just in the parks, right?
It's Universal Orlando Resort.
Resort. Okay. Better hotels.
I completely agree.
That's
a good one.
Very high on my list because we stayed at their like
It was like a value resort.
value
we stayed
resort
at the Cabana Bay.
It was amazing.
It was really nice.
It was so cool. Multiple pools. There was a lazy river, and it was so well themed.
Like that kitschy 1950s, 1960s
Yeah.
vibe. It was a good time.
Yeah,
I enjoyed
and
it.
even their like dining area was so cool, and they were playing like old commercials. Like, do you remember?
Yeah, it was playing like old like cereal commercials or toy
Yeah.
commercials and things like that.
We had a room with the view of
Volcano
Bay. I mean, it was just. We spent a day just not going to the parks and just hanging out there, and we had so much fun.
Do you remember like the day after Halloween?
Oh my
Horror
gosh!
Nights?
Okay, wait.
The morning
stop.
after Halloween.
Stop.
Oh no, I'm going to continue.
No, let me tell it. Let me tell it.
At least
okay,
let me do the noise.
No,
let me
okay,
do the
okay, fine.
noise.
But let me tell. Okay.
We've shared
No,
this on the show before.
No,
It's not. It's
I
not
am
new.
setting the stage.
It's not new.
Red eye flight from California to Florida.
Didn't sleep barely.
Didn't sleep.
Maybe slept an hour or two.
Straight to our hotel. Dropped off our bags. Straight to the park for Halloween Horror Nights.
Well, remember we went from our hotel to City Walk.
City Walk. Oh, we ate.
And we went to Cowfish, but then we went to the main gates because we had to pick up our
Yeah.
like something that Universal left for us there.
Yeah.
Then we had to go back to the room.
Yeah.
Then we went back to Universal.
Then we
for
went back.
Halloween Horror
Okay.
Nights. So there was a few
still
extra
no
steps
sleep.
in there.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Okay. And then we do the pre-scare buffet, which.
Fantastic. They made you a cup of coffee alone.
Oh, I said pre-scare buffet like not.
Yeah.
But
Well,
okay.
everybody,
anyway,
the character
it's
dining.
The character dining. So
Scare actor dining.
Scare actor dining, and it was fantastic. But I was so tired, dead tired at 5 o'clock. I didn't think I was gonna make it all night. Spoiler, I did. I made it all night. Get back to our room at wee hours of the morning.
3 a.m.
Yeah.
3:30 a.m.
Go to bed. And then guess what starts? At what, 6?
It was like...
Or 7?
I don't remember what time. It was early, and
Yeah.
we weren't going to the park until like 9
Yeah.
or 10.
Which was still crazy.
But whatever time it was
Yeah.
early. And at Volcano Bay, all we heard was...
Repeatedly.
Really loud. And we were like,
Repeatedly.
what the crap?
And then wasn't there drums that started after that?
Bum, 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 bum. I don't know. There was some crazy like ritual was happening across the way, and I don't know what the crap was going
All
on.
I'm saying is, at least in September and October, they should warn you.
Just chill out.
No, they should warn you. Like, if you book that room, they should just say, hey, just so you know, there might be noise at like 6 in the morning.
Yeah.
They should warn you.
It was loud.
Yeah. So,
Loud enough to wake us up.
yeah, but okay, anyway, that rant aside, I loved
We really enjoyed
Cabana Bay.
ourselves.
I loved
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, and then even like the hotels that were around the area too that we didn't go to. So a lot of them were Lowe's hotels. So
Yeah.
the Royal Pacific or the Hard Rock
Yeah.
or all the other ones. I can't really remember off the top of my head which ones they were, but they were very nice hotels.
Yeah.
So I wish we had more. I mean, we really only have the one, the Sheraton Universal.
Sheraton Universal, which is fine. I don't know if there's still the wax figure of Whoopi Goldberg in the lobby. But
That was terrifying.
that was creepy. But
So
I mean,
they get
we
all that
stayed
crap
there
and we get
once. Yeah.
wax Whoopi Goldberg?
Yeah. I mean, our room was fine. It was
Yeah,
a
it
nice,
was fine. It was nice.
Yeah, it was a nice view of LA or Burbank or whatever way we were facing.
It was
I don't know.
nighttime. I don't remember.
But I don't know. But it was fun.
The Valley.
Yeah.
No, it was a good time.
Yeah.
That was a good one. That was one I don't have on my list.
Really?
At all.
Oh, I'm surprised. I thought that would have been on
Well,
your list too.
I will go with one that's probably not on your list
Okay.
then, just because I don't want to.
Yeah,
I don't want to do that to
fine.
you. Better annual pass program.
Yeah.
So I feel as though the annual pass holders who go to Universal Orlando Resort aren't necessarily treated better, but it seems like they have more perks. There's a lot more that's offered to them than ours. I mean, like, we get early AP, like,
Entry.
access to, like, rides and shows and that kind of stuff. But other than that, I can't think of a single thing that's kind of, like, offered to us with conjunction to, like, an annual pass or, like, an incentive when you buy an annual pass. And that could just be because of how busy Universal Hollywood is compared to Universal Orlando Resort. I don't know. There are reasons behind these decisions. But, you know, like, over at Universal Orlando Resort, I've seen so many ads where it's like, hey, if you buy an annual pass, we'll give you 6 months free.
Yeah.
And, you know, they always are giving out annual pass buttons. It just seems like there's a lot of perks to being an annual pass holder over there compared to what we have.
Yeah, I would agree.
So it's stuff like that, like, I wish I feel like I wish it was this, like, equal.
Yeah.
And it feels like it's the same overarching company, Universal, but it feels like it's two completely separate entities, like in the way that they're run and operated and everything. And I feel like Universal Parks should be kind of united in that way. They started by implementing Express instead of, like, the A-list, you know, like for our version of Fast Pass or whatever it is.
Yeah.
They implemented Express here now, so now it's kind of equal, like it's the same thing.
Yeah.
So they started kinda, but I don't know.
Maybe they'll keep going.
That's kind of how I
Yeah.
feel. But yeah,
Okay. This is the one I'm struggling on.
you don't know how to say it.
I don't know how to say it or how much to include.
Just say it. Who cares? Just do it.
Okay. Diagon Alley and all that encompasses.
You wish you had Diagon Alley.
Yeah, but you
Period.
said, like, okay, no, but you said we were only doing 2 rides.
That's a land. That's fine.
But like, Escape from Gringotts is in Diagon Alley, so I'm including that.
That's fine. I have a land on here too.
Okay, Diagon
that
Alley.
has multiple rides within it.
Diagon Alley, and that also.
It's the difference is like if you had on your list 3 very specific rides.
Yeah.
The environment of a Diagon Alley is different.
Okay.
Because you're encompassing like stores and shops and everything else. You know what I mean?
Including butterbeer ice cream.
That's exactly what I want.
Yeah.
I mean, I actually have Diagon Alley on my list.
Yeah.
So that's one thing that I knew we would share.
Yeah.
And the only reason why I want it, I could give less than 2 craps about the stupid ride. I want soft serve butterbeer ice cream.
Yeah.
I don't want it in a cup. I want it soft serve in a cone. Damn it.
I do too. But no, so that's because like when you first brought this topic to me and I was thinking about it, I was like, oh, this is so easy. I want Diagon Alley. I want butterbeer ice cream. I want this and this and this. And then I was like, no, wait,
that's all in one
I
thing.
can wrap that all together. I don't know if that also includes Hogwarts Express.
I don't think it
No,
does simply
separate.
because Hogwarts Express has 2 different stations.
Yeah.
So that would be a difficult thing to include. But it also includes the Leaky Cauldron. It also includes Nocturne Alley.
Yeah. All of that.
All the little cool shops and stuff.
Uh-huh.
Where you could switch your Muggle money for Wizarding World
the
currency.
bank. Yeah. So all that. Yeah. So Diagon Alley. And
No.
everything that means.
That I am fully 100% in line with that. I just feel like it feels like we're missing something that we don't have that included.
Yeah.
And if I were to choose where I would want that to go in our park, I would love it to go on the lower lot so that there is a good distance between Hogsmeade and Diagon Alley so that if they were to build a Hogwarts Express, they could.
Yeah.
You know? And how cool would it be if, like, from the freeway, because you could see Universal Studios Hollywood from the freeway. You could see the escalators, you could see Hogwarts, you could see a lot of things.
What if?
How cool would it be if you see the train going by in the distance with the smoke going up from the freeway?
What if the Hogwarts Express was like, what's that thing? I think they have one in San Francisco, but I know they have like a small one in Six Flags where it's like that trolley car that goes up and down the hill.
Like it's like Angel's Flight here in downtown LA.
Angel's Flight, yeah, like that. So
the
what
helpful Honda dealer one.
Yeah,
at
Six Flags. Yeah, so what if that was the Hogwarts Express?
That wouldn't work.
No,
I don't think
it wouldn't.
It would not. I see what you're trying to do.
Yeah,
but no.
I was just trying to get people up and down. You know,
on a regular train built into the hill.
No, not a regular train. It would literally be like the trolley.
No. No.
I don't have to burst my bubble so fervently. Yeah. Well, then maybe maybe our way of getting from Diagon Alley to Hogsmeade could be Ron and Harry's scary trip in the blue car.
That would be cool.
Wouldn't that be fun?
But how would they do that? They're literally 4 people sitting in a tight car with screens all around you.
That's their problem. To figure out how to make it happen.
We put chairs on the rooftop.
I am the idea person. They are the implementers.
Figure it out.
Yeah. Who do we know there? What's this? Okay, I can't remember his name right now because I'm tired.
I know there's like 3 or 4 people that we know at Universal Creative, so I don't want to put them on blast.
Okay, fine. All of our friends at Universal Creative.
Make it happen.
Make it happen.
Yeah,
blue car.
much. Blue car.
Blue car.
No,
and Whopping
that's
Willow
good.
at the end. You have to land in a Whopping Willow.
How would you get out?
That's also their problem.
The Whopping Willow just grabs you and slingshots you to the ride.
Yeah.
And then there's a giant net that just catches you.
Yeah. Okay.
That was the sound of it throwing. Yes.
Okay.
Exactly. So that's on my list too, so you could go again.
Okay.
Or should I go because we were talking about at the same time. Then I'm going to say one that I know that's on your list.
Okay.
Men in Black Alien Attack.
It is on my list.
I knew it was going to be on your list. Like, how would it not be on either of our lists? That ride is freaking amazing.
It's amazing. I love it.
It's an attraction that we don't have. I think the theming is kind of overlooked at times. You know, people look at Hogsmeade, they look at Diagon Alley. and I think that this is a level of immersion almost equal to it within the world of Men in Black, which I think people overlook it because it's very familiar. Hogsmeade is a little bit, I don't want to say magical because that's cliched. Otherworldly in a way. It feels familiar yet different.
Transportative.
Yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. Yeah, but I feel like Men in Black is just a little bit more familiar, so people I think are just a little bit more passive with it. But I do think that it really does transport you into a different world into the world of Men in Black.
Yeah.
And the ride itself is significantly better than any other shooter that I've been on. That includes Midway Mania, that includes Buzz Lightyear Astro Blasters, period.
Yeah.
We don't have a shooter like that at Universal Studios Hollywood. So, I just want to shoot someone's exhaust port here in California. Does that sound weird?
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds really weird.
Sounds illegal. It's illegal in California. Okay. So I've done technically 3 because I had Men in Black also, and then I said
Do you have anything to say about Men in Black at all?
What?
You can talk about Men in Black.
No, I just agree with you. It's just a super fun ride that I wish was here.
Okay, cool.
That's all. Yeah.
Fine then.
Men
Elaborate.
in Black should have gone where Minions went.
But, oh my god.
Yeah.
That would have been such a better choice. Imagine there being a giant MIB logo instead of a giant minion.
That would have been awesome.
That would have been amazing.
Yeah.
So much better.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's all my elaboration. It's just a super fun ride, and I think it would be an awesome addition to our park.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I've done 3, and my next one is... I'm having such a hard time because there's so many Harry Potter things that I want. I want the night bus. I want... the Hogwarts Express, a working Hogwarts Express with a platform 9 3/4, and everything that encompasses.
Yeah, that's on my runner-up list.
Yeah,
is Hogwarts Express. Just the nature of the experience was pretty fun. Just being able to run through. You're sad that we don't have it.
No, I'm stressing out because now there's 3 rides on my list.
And then you have to figure out which ones are gonna go onto the back burner list.
I just put one on my runners up. That's okay.
I saw this glazed look kind of come over her face when she said
defeat.
that. Yeah, and that's exactly the right word. Defeat.
Yeah.
This was on my runner-up list, but just the nature of going through the wall to get to the train, and even opposite-wise, going from... King's Cross. Yeah, going from King's Cross to go through the wall to get to the train.
Uh-huh.
And then even from the Hogsmeade side, just going to like the very Wizarding World feel train station.
Yeah.
And getting on there. And just the fact that either way is a different video and different things to look at.
Yeah.
I feel like there was a lot more done with it than I was expecting.
Maybe
like a significant amount more was done with that.
Maybe if we get it over here ever, Emma Watson will actually say the lines.
Ron and Harry! What are you doing?
Oh my gosh.
It was like clearly no. Like we were on it and we looked at each other like, that wasn't her, right? Did she get paid for that?
Yeah, that was my only gripe.
I think it's a lot of people's gripe.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Hogwarts Express, definitely something that I would love over here.
Okay.
But unneeded right now because we don't have a second Harry Potter area.
Yeah.
So, there you go. One that's probably not on your list, parades. We don't have the space for them, but I want parades. They have so many different kind of parades over at Universal Orlando Resort. Mm-hmm. They have stuff for Mardi Gras. They had something for Halloween Horror Nights one time.
Yeah.
They have one for just like the general parade that they have with like Nickelodeon characters and Secret Life of Pets and a whole bunch of stuff. It seems like a quintessential theme park thing that we're completely missing. I mean, we have walk-around characters that are in that area and quite a bit of them, but it just feels very underutilized. And I think that comes along with something that's not on our list this time that we had in our list previously for Walt Disney World. It's just space. Yeah. And we just don't have the space. And especially for us, because we are a literal working studio, you know, we are limited to what we can work with. I mean, for goodness sake, in order to build the Wizarding World, they had to take out an entire amphitheater in order to get that done.
Yeah.
So, and right now they're building on the lower lot into the actual working lot.
Yeah.
So I can't imagine that lower lot, like where they actually film, is going to be there for much longer. Like, they're probably going to overtake it and move everything further back into the studio.
They'll have to.
In order to expand.
Yeah.
But that still doesn't mean that we would even get parades, because it's the lower lot. And if you guys are listening to the show right now, and you're a little bit unfamiliar with the layout at Universal Studios Hollywood, it's pretty much separated between upper lot and lower lot.
Yeah, because it's on a hill.
Because it's on a hill. So the upper lot includes the entrance, it includes Hogsmeade, it includes Springfield, and the tram. And then to your left, there's a fleet of escalators and stairs. And I think there's about 5 or 6 of them.
There's 4.
There's 4?
Yeah.
The one... No, there's like 5, isn't there? I don't know.
I
Regardless,
bet money on 4.
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. 5. And so you have to go down all of them. It probably takes around like 10 minutes to get down there. At the bottom of the hill, you have Jurassic Park, you have The Mummy, and you have Transformers. So it's completely separated. They're going to be expanding that area down there with their new Nintendo area with Super Mario World and all that kind of stuff. So that's kind of the layout of the land when it comes to Universal Studios Hollywood. The lower lot is very, very, very small. I mean, in general, the upper lot is small too, to a certain extent, but just nowhere near the size of what Universal Studios Florida has, or even Islands of Adventure. There is this giant plot of land next to Universal Studios Hollywood that is a giant golf course that I think many people have wanted them to take over that golf course for many, many years in order to build a second gate, or even just expand on the lower lot. But I don't know if that's ever going to happen or anything. So, what?
Oh, I'm waiting for my phone to load because I'm looking up how many escalators there are.
So, that's kind of how our park works when it comes to space. There's just no space for parades, and I feel like it's something that we're lacking big time.
Yeah,
so,
I honestly didn't even think about that, but now that you said it,
it's something that's weird that you're so used to, okay, the 3:00 parade, here it comes.
Yeah.
You know, you're used to the crowds, everybody's sitting out. But there really is no, like, other than, like, walk-around characters, there's nothing else. I mean, I guess you have, like, those 2, like, New Yorkers, like, the 2 women who yell at people from the window above.
That's cute. I like that, yeah.
But other than
there's
that,
the cop.
Well, I'm saying walk-around characters and that.
Yeah.
There's movie characters, so you have, like, Frankenstein's monster, you also have Scooby-Doo and the gang, you have Marilyn Monroe, you know, classic Universal monsters in general, Beetlejuice, Hello Kitty, SpongeBob and Patrick, the Trolls, Shrek and Donkey, and that kind of stuff, all within that main thoroughfare. And then you have those 2 up there. But that's really it.
Yeah.
So, did you find out how many escalators?
Not yet.
3, 2, 1. Your turn.
I'm having a hard time. It just, a lot of things encompass other things, and I
would have picked the bigger one. That is my suggestion.
The second park, then. Can't get much bigger than that.
Yeah, no, I completely agree, and that kind of was what I was talking about previously with, like, the size, or like the space issue. I would love a second park.
Yeah.
I would love a second park that kind of encompasses a lot of the new things that are being added.
Yeah.
Because one thing that we've talked about many a times is Universal not really, it feeling as though they don't really have a reverence for older attractions.
Yeah.
It just, like, turn them and burn them, like, kind of a feel. Back to the Future, E.T., Jurassic Park, you know, even as something as crappy as Shrek or T2-3D, like, all gone to make room for newer themes that people are more familiar with. And never really having a time to, like, truly sit and build this history. Oh, there are 4 escalators.
4.
Okay, there you go. Congratulations.
Yes, I'm right.
There's also that itty bitty one at the bottom, so that's 5.
No.
Yeah, it's like you get on and you get off like immediately.
No, that's
it's
the
like,
4th one.
No, like it's a 5th one. It's just like 2. It's like 2 steps.
Shut up.
Yes, there's 4.
Yay.
What was I saying? You completely distracted me.
I don't care. I was right.
No, you have to care.
Show over.
No. No, reverence for rides. And I feel like if we had a second park,
you'd give them more room.
A lot of those changes probably wouldn't have been made. I mean, like, ultimately T2 and Back to the Future, I think were
done.
They were done just based on the year that they were set.
Yeah.
So there wasn't too much they could have done about that. But I feel like if they had a new park, they probably wouldn't have done something with Jurassic Park.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. I think a second park would have been really, really nice to kind of help.
And I just think that
we probably would have kept ET too.
Yeah, probably.
Probably would have kept it.
Yeah.
And would have put the Mummy somewhere else.
ET is on my honorable mentions list because it's something we had that went away. So it's not, it's not something that new, but it is something that's over there that I wish was over here still.
Yeah. So what's your last one? Do you have a last one?
That was my last one. That was my 5th one.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I have a last one.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. I'm not done. That's nice. My last one is I wish that we had Marvel Superhero Island in general. I know a lot of people think it's dated. I love the way it looks because it is what the comic books are.
It's the retro comics.
But also it's the cartoons that I grew up with, too.
Honestly, it's the timeless. It's not based off of
the films.
The films. It's not Robert Downey Jr. It's not whatever his name is. Any other pick a Marvel character. It's Tom Hiddleston. It's not them. It is the timeless.
You just
ones.
named 2 Marvel characters that are not in Marvel Superhero Island.
Whatever.
Dr.
You know what
Doom,
I mean?
Pretty much all the X-Men, Spider-Man.
You know what I mean? It's not like a recognizable face.
Incredible Hulk.
Yeah, but it's not a recognizable face. That's what I'm trying to say. It's not like it's dated, but not in a outdated way.
Yeah, and like I had said, it's kind of like from the cartoons that I watched when I was younger. In my mind, like I picture, like obviously if Jurassic Park was down there, it's a little bit hard for it to happen. But that whole lower lot, just imagine if you walk down there and it's just Marvel Superhero Island, and you have an Incredible Hulk roller coaster, or have it been a Silver Surfer roller coaster the way it should have been in the initial concept art, or even just an Amazing Adventures of Spider-Man where Transformers is down there. I don't think we need
around characters and stuff.
Yeah, just a lot of those aspects to that area I really, really, really enjoy.
Well, you know what?
What?
We are getting a Marvel.
The Marvel area in DCA.
Yeah.
It's not the same thing. I find it hard to believe that Disney's going to build an attraction that's better than the Spider-Man ride.
You don't know.
That already exists.
You don't know.
I mean, I don't know, but I find it hard to believe that that's going to happen. And just like being able to have an attraction that's as great as Spider-Man in our park would have been pretty phenomenal. And just imagine like building like a New York skyline or something that's down there.
Yeah.
So it feels like you're walking into the streets of New York or something. It's just a lot of the aspects to that. Like, I could leave Dr. Doom and I could leave a Stormforce Exceltron. Those could stay.
Yeah.
I don't care about those. But a lot of the other little aspects to Marvel Superhero Island, I think, would be really fitting over here.
Yeah.
So, any other runner-ups?
I do.
You have 2.
I have
Several?
Several. I told you this was hard on me. I had a lot to choose from. Okay, should I just spout them off?
Yeah, but I mean, I think we'll talk about them briefly.
Okay, so I already said E.T.
Yeah, I have 2, by the way. I have two more runners up.
Oh, okay.
In conjunction with my Hogwarts Express that I had mentioned earlier.
Okay. One of my other runners up is Hagrid's motorbike adventure.
Yeah, that's something that didn't make my list. I just didn't think about it for some reason.
I didn't think about it right away because it wasn't there when we went.
Yeah.
But
it's hard to
now.
do it, but I've seen a lot of videos.
And I think it would have gone so perfectly right where Kung Fu Panda is.
Not that there's that much space there.
I could have fitted.
It would have been you know what would have happened? You know what would have happened? What would have happened? No. You know what would happen? Well, actually, it could have done that probably.
What?
No, there's probably more stuff in between it. The stores and stuff.
No, there's not.
No. Yes, there is. There's stuff in between it. Between Waterworld and Kung Fu Panda, there's stuff in between.
There's stores, but I think it's kind of like they meet in like...
They're not, because I've been backstage.
Okay, fine. What were you going to say?
Well, actually, you know what? You're right, because the water... No, there's some space in between them. Because the backstage where Waterworld is...
I think the wall of the theater
You are right, though. It does it like a triangle, so it is closer in the back.
No, I think the wall of the theater might hit the wall of backstage Waterworld.
I don't... I'm not quite sure, because it's like a nondescript building.
Yeah.
But I think it is.
Yeah.
Crap, what was I saying? You got me all...
Yeah, well, you said,
flustered.
you know what happened? You know what happened?
Oh, yeah. You want to know what would have happened if they're like, oh, yeah, instead of Kung Fu Panda, that small little plot of land, we're just going to build Hogwarts there. You know what happened? We would have got a bastardized version of it, like we got a bastardized version of Mummy.
Yeah.
That's what would have happened.
Probably.
Much shorter, less to do, less to see, less impressive.
Yeah.
I don't want that.
Well, I want something Harry Potter. I want them to expand Hogsmeade, so I want something Harry Potter there. Well, we would just get more stores if they decided to expand there.
Yeah.
We're landlocked.
A little bit, unless they get rid of backstage offices.
Yeah. My other runner-up is Toothsome, because I just think it's fun.
Yeah, Toothsome was fun.
Yeah.
I felt like the shakes weren't that great.
No.
But they were fun to look at.
Maybe it was just the one we got, too. But also,
Maybe.
we didn't eat there. And I just like the fact that they had their own characters.
That was cool.
They're all steampunky. And it was just a fun building, like, to look at.
It was really fun.
Yeah.
Remember when we were like, let's go get lunch there? And it was like, it'll be a 3-hour wait. It's like, we'll just take a shake to go.
We went to Hard Rock.
Yeah, we went to Hard Rock, which was good.
Yeah.
I liked Hard Rock.
But yeah, so that I think that's all my runners up.
First one on my runner-up. It's going to be a shock to many of people listening to this. I wish that we had Fast and Furious Supercharged. I wish we had this.
Instead of in our tram?
Yeah. So I could choose to go on it or not.
Yep.
Because I don't like going on it because I am forced to go in it when I go on the stupid tram.
I agree. I wish that we had...
Not a stupid tram. I love you, tram.
I wish that we had Fast and Furious Supercharged so I could not go on it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, I wish it was a separate entity so I could look at it and be like, no. Yeah. Somewhere else. You don't know, Lee, Tracy, everybody, Darren, Chris, you don't know how lucky you are. How lucky you are.
That you can choose not to
that
go
you
on
could
it.
choose not to go on it. Which you can choose not to go on the tram.
But then you're missing out on
But like
other stuff.
95% of the tram is like A+, like, mwah, amazing material. And then you get to this. It just like, it sprays you with water for no reason. And what is it, like Vin Diesel sweat? Like, I don't know.
Oh, I had one more.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay, well, let me finish.
Okay.
It's annoying. I want to be able to choose whether or not I go on an attraction if I don't like it. I love the tram so much. Every aspect.
I know what you should
Jaws, Earthquake, everything involved. Going through the sets. Awesome.
I
don't
know
like
what you should do.
Fast and Furious.
I have your solution. Next time we're on the tram tour.
Just close my ears and close my eyes and go, la la.
No. The Fast and Furious Supercharged is the last thing.
Yeah. Just jump off.
No, just pull the cord.
Just pull the emergency red cord.
Pull the
Excuse me,
emergency cord.
I have. Yes. It's me back here. I have an emergency. Oh, I didn't drop anything. No, I didn't drop anything. I just don't want to go through this. Can I get off? This is an emergency to me. This is very bad. Oh, so I can't. Okay, so we're gonna go through. Okay, cool. I'll make sure to put in a formal complaint to what's your name? Bob? Okay, Bob, formal complaint. Don't want to go through Fast and Furious. Yeah.
Just pull the cord.
Just pull
what
the red cord. Yeah. It's gonna be don't pull the red cord, people. Don't listen to Nikki. That's a bad idea. Anyway, what is your other last runner up?
I really liked in Florida. I thought that they had scattered throughout the park fun random photo ops.
Oh yeah, like the automated pictures.
The automated ones, yeah.
Those were smart.
Yeah, you scan your photo thing, and my favorite was the Jurassic Park one where there was a Jeep set up.
Yeah,
and like
the big T-Rex.
And the T-Rex head. And like even after they took the picture, like before it showed up on your app, like they did stuff so it looked like it was raining and nighttime.
They put like a frame around it almost, you know?
Yeah.
Graphic frame.
Yeah. That's what I like.
Disney looked at that and they're like, hey, we could do that for all of our character meet and greets. And then they put the giant boxes in their meet and greets at Walt Disney World.
Yeah.
Stupid idea. This only works when it's outside of those meet and greets.
Yeah.
The meet and greets work.
Yeah.
Because there's a photographer there going into like the areas that like a box wouldn't get.
Yeah, you miss so
like,
many special moments.
Yeah, you miss a lot. That's a different topic for sure. But like, you do miss special moments. But then, I feel like this is a way to utilize like setups that you have throughout the park. Because at Universal, at least in Hollywood, there have been plenty of times where there've been like movie prop setups and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like we have, like we had mentioned before, the blue car from Harry Potter. That's out there. They have a car from the Mummy out there. They had like a whole bunch of like movie like setups for like movies that are coming out.
Yeah.
Where you can put yourself in there. There's plenty of options. Like even like something in Springfield maybe.
Totally something in Springfield, and it was a way for like we randomly during Halloween Horror Nights we bought the package where you get all your photos,
which it is a little weird that it's a separate app, but
yeah,
whatever.
it is. Yeah, that's beside the point. But it just those photo ops scattered throughout the parks made our purchase worth it. It just gave us a few more photos, that we wouldn't have gotten otherwise.
Even the ET photo that we got riding on the bike.
Yeah.
And then even on top of that, I feel like at any of the parks that they have, we have a photo op, not an official photo op, but people take pictures there all the time.
Yeah.
That is better than anything that they have. And that is at the very top of the escalators with the phenomenal view of the valley. Like where you have like Warner Brothers in the distance, you have Disney in the distance, you have so many different lots, you have just the wonderful mountain sky range in the background.
Yeah.
It's absolutely gorgeous. You could easily have a photo up there with one of those that captures that moment. It's just a beautiful view. Yeah. It's just so different. That's a good one. That's a really, really good one. Yeah. My last one is instead of special effects stage show, I want horror makeup.
Yeah,
horror makeup.
Yeah.
They do kind of have some overlapping things that happen in them. Definitely overlapping. But I like what they're doing with horror makeup a lot more. Yeah. And obviously that kind of just leans into what my tendencies are for like what I like.
And I'm tired of the special effects show.
It's funny. Like it definitely has its moments like this, the astronaut flipping upside down and just watching the person's reaction to seeing that happen.
Yeah, I'm over it.
Last time we went in it, you were dying. You were like dying laughing.
Yeah, because it had been like 3 years since I sat in it.
Still, it was funny.
And I'm over it again.
Watch, we're gonna go.
In
we're gonna live
2
stream
more
it.
years.
Just gonna live stream your face the entire time.
No, you won't.
Yes, I will. How much you want to bet?
$20.
Twitter poll. Do you want me to live stream Nikki's face? No, you enjoyed it. Don't lie. You enjoyed it. And it's also fun to watch people get the crap scared out of them when Michael Myers comes up to them from behind.
Yeah.
That's always a good time.
It is fun.
It's the in-between stuff that's kind of blah.
Yeah.
Horror makeup show. Wish we had that. It's a good time. That's something that I've watched it online. I have not watched it in person. I want to be there. I want to see that in person finally next time we go. So,
are we allowed to include any Halloween Horror Nights things in our honorable mentions?
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
That's not something I included in my list because there was far more on the other side, like daily operations that I thought about than Halloween Horror Nights. I mean, like, I wish we just had more of like a equal basis of like original and IP. That's
what I was gonna say. Yeah. But everybody knows that already.
Yeah, let's not beat a dead horse on that. Everybody knows we want more original IP or original content for Halloween Horror Nights instead of just IP based stuff.
And the scare actor dining.
Yeah, I want a scare actor dining. That'd be great. And you know what comes with more space? Less people. Just people get spread out. You know what I mean? More space also means more houses. Or mazes. They call them houses out in the East Coast. Yeah. Call them mazes over here.
Same stuff.
Same thing.
Same stuff.
Anyway, that is our list of our personal top 5s wish list from Universal Orlando Resort to Universal Studios Hollywood.
I think they were pretty good lists. And
yeah, I was actually pretty impressed with the stuff that you thought about that I didn't even think about at all.
Oh, wait, thank you.
Yeah. Hey. No, yeah, there was definitely things that you thought about in a different way than I thought about. So I like doing these lists where we don't know what we have on each other's lists. so that just because we get very different perspectives on how we think and things that we want.
Yeah.
And I like having it be a surprise instead of us having a full conversation about it.
Yeah.
So
overall, I just want everything Harry Potter.
pretty much.
Yeah. I want the night bus. I want King's Cross Station. I want those houses out front where Sirius's house is. I want everything.
Yeah.
That's all.
Nerd. I would want it to, honestly. I want it to. I would get rid of Kung Fu Panda. I would get rid of all of that and build more there. I would get rid of animal actors. I would literally get rid of everything and just make the upper lot Harry Potter.
Yeah, I would too.
Yeah. Pretty much. Six Flags for Springfield and Waterworld. Leave those two things. But everything else can go.
Yeah. Literally just make everything on the other side of the walkway Diagon Alley. And then build Hagrid's ride
on the left.
On the
across from Hogsmeade. Just make Hogsmeade the entrance to the park.
Yeah. and make the Hogwarts Express like a train that goes around like in Disneyland. And so it doesn't really go that far, but it feels like you go far.
Welcome to Universal Hollywood, aka Harry Potter World.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
I
cringe to saying Harry Potter World.
I'm down.
Thank you, everybody, for listening to this week's episode. It was a fun one.
It was fun.
And hopefully you guys listen to UUOP's Opposite World episode where they're wishing things
Opposite
from
World.
Universal Studios Hollywood to Universal Orlando Resort. So make sure you head on over to their page on iTunes or wherever you listen to podcasts and check out that episode.
Yeah.
Before we go, we got another 5-star written review.
Yeah, we did.
I had to switch over to the UK version for this. So there's like a whole bunch of different versions of iTunes for different countries.
Yeah.
So I haven't really delved into it.
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah.
There's just too many. I really just look at the Ireland, the UK, and Canada and US ones. It's just those 4.
So if we've gotten a 5-star written review from anywhere else, we are sorry.
Yeah. No, then let us know. Tweet us. Comment on Facebook. Email us. Let us know that you left a 5-star review because we don't look at every single one. I only look at those 4.
Yeah.
So, and it's not like we get notifications on this and it doesn't pop up in the US version. I have to literally physically go to the other version.
For everyone listening, Ireland probably sounded pretty arbitrary.
We have family in Ireland. we have literal family in Ireland.
Yeah.
So.
Which, if you're listening, why haven't you written a review?
Not family like Vin Diesel. No, you're part of the family. No, like literal family, like blood ties.
What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen all this when iTunes goes away? Isn't iTunes going away?
Well, there's still gonna be like the podcast app and stuff.
Okay.
We'll figure it out.
Okay.
I'm not too
I
worried.
hope our reviews don't go away.
They probably will.
No.
We'll just do an episode just reading off all of them.
We take a screenshot and just be like, all these people, send your reviews again.
Do it now.
Do it.
Anyway, so the title of the review is Amazing. It's a 5-star written review, and it's written by Maddie Cool 190. Says, love your podcast, makes my day, awesome to listen to other nerds.
Aww.
Which we are massive nerds about theme parks, conventions, and more.
Yep. Definitely more.
Yeah, there's a lot more that we don't talk about on this show that we're massive nerds on.
Isn't there officially like a Studio Ghibli Hayao Miyazaki park opening?
I think so. I like the thing is that like I've never actually seen like an official statement or like an official press release.
I just see people
or anything. I just see like random websites like it's officially happening. But that's also just like every other website that just posts random crap that isn't true.
It's true.
So it's like, how am I supposed to believe it?
If any of those rumors are founded in reality and it ever opens, we are going immediately.
It's probably in a different country.
Did I stutter?
This is going to be the same thing that happened with the Galaxy's Edge that's going to be happening for this. Eventually, when it opens, you're going to be like, I haven't
blinked.
I'm like, okay, Nikki, you can fly across the globe. I know you haven't. I'm avoiding eye contact because of that.
I'm blinking. It hurts.
Okay, Nikki, you can fly across the world and go to this park.
Okay. I'll make sure my passport's up to date.
You should. But anyway, Thank you very, very much, Maddie. I hope that's her name. Maddie Cool 190. Thank you for leaving a 5-star written review. And if you guys haven't already, make sure you head on over to iTunes and leave us a review, if not a 5-star written review. It really helps us out. It puts us higher in the standings. It makes it more available for people to enjoy like you are right now.
Yeah.
And also, it's just a fun way to help support us.
Yeah.
So, hopefully, you enjoy the show enough to do so.
Yeah.
We've had a good amount of people do it so far. I think
Yes.
42 written reviews in total.
Oh, that's sweet. Let's make it 50.
42 out of 57 reviews total.
42.
Wait, out of 59 reviews total, sorry.
42. What nerdy thing is that?
What?
What nerdy thing is that?
42, that is from the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Yes. And what is it the answer to?
Everything.
Life, the universe, and everything.
Yeah, there you go. I was close enough.
I'm actually proud of you that you knew that.
Of course I know that. That's a big thing. It's like a really big thing.
I just talked to you about Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy today.
No, that was yesterday.
What was that today?
That was yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think we talked about Doctor Who for like 15 minutes and then it led into
It
the
branched
Hitchhiker.
into Hitchhiker's
There's a lot of
Guide to the
these
Galaxy.
conversations that just branch.
They mesh together.
We have a lot of those kinds of conversations.
Yeah.
We have like a lot of those.
Yeah, it's our life. It's every day.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah. But once again, thank you everybody for listening to this episode.
I have one more thing to say.
What do you have to say?
It's Father's Day.
This is Father's
I want
Day.
to wish you a happy Father's Day.
Thank you for wishing me happy Father's Day.
You're a very good father.
Thank you. I would hope so.
You are.
Aaron, I am your father.
That was a nerdy thing to say.
That's very.
Yeah.
I should have said that to her today. Now she's asleep.
Just whisper.
Can I wake
it.
her up to do it?
No, just whisper it over her crib.
Aaron, I am your father.
She'll hear you.
She'll just
Yeah.
boom, her eyes open.
She just wakes up. No.
But she can't
And then
say
you chop
no.
off her hands
She'll just
and
go.
throw her out.
Bah! All Aaron goes is bah, 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 or ma.
Or she stares at you and goes,
So
That's
she'll
what she'll
probably
do.
just go bah.
Okay, well, anyway, I just wanted to say, for the record, to the world, that you're an amazing dad, and I love you.
Thank you, thank you. And happy Father's Day to all the dads out there, to all the new ones, and to the weathered ones.
Yeah.
The seasoned
The seasoned,
dads.
yeah.
Happy Father's Day. We really hope that you had a good day today. Obviously, this is recording on Father's Day. And this comes out
You'll
the
hear
day
it the
after
next
Father's
day.
Day, so they'll get the message. It's
Yeah.
fine. But
Every day is Father's Day.
every day is Mother's Day.
Yeah.
Pretty much. But thank you once again. Thank you for listening to this week's episode. Hope you really, really enjoyed it. Make sure you head on over to iTunes and you subscribe, listen, so you get all the notifications when we have new episodes out every other week. Also, make sure to head over to our social media channels, which are YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. All you have to do is search Theme Park Duo and make sure you follow us on there. We do a lot of reviews of events like a Not Summer Nights, where we post on Instagram stories and tweet all the stuff, and even go on Facebook sometimes and post a lot of stuff on there. Make sure you go to the website and check out our blog. We post a lot of fun pictures, visitor pictures from, obviously like Galaxy's Edge recently, or even construction updates for like Jurassic World at Universal Studios Hollywood. There's a lot of stuff that we are doing here, so hopefully you go check that stuff out. If you want to reach us, you could email us directly at
themeparkduo@gmail.com.
That is right. And once again, thank you. And always remember, there's always a great big beautiful tomorrow. See ya!
Thanks for riding with the Theme Park Duo. Make sure to gather all your belongings before the end of the podcast. Bye-bye.